right?
Yeah.
So maybe he can, although he may be busy, he's doing nominate, he's leading the nominating committee. I got it.
Oh, yeah.
Is it okay if I
be
use
fine.
this though then?
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I might do them this time, this is not that many.
I know, exactly.
Right.
Take you only like.
It will take some 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't even, we didn't get papers for the last one, right? For Gallegos? I didn't see it in the booklet.
For Gallego, you know,
There you go.
let me just double check. I think that one was actually,
Yeah, so at the bottom of this.
Gallego, the last
there was
one.
Cinco Ocho,
Oh.
so we didn't get.
I think
you know what?
Gallego mandó los papeles, ¿verdad? Déjame ver.
Vanessa,
Dímelo.
Gallego Seafood send the paperwork.
They sent it, but they didn't complete anything.
That means incomplete.
Which agenda item is this?
It's number 10, Gallego.
We don't have a number 10.
Huh?
Oh, there's two different.
No,
Gallego
methods.
Seafood.
Oh, wait.
I think mine's maybe at.
So this is the one I have in my email.
Yeah,
So
me
this is
too.
new, so they did
Yeah.
withdraw. Okay.
So Gallego withdrew.
Oh, Gallego withdrew.
Yeah.
So have how many agenda do you have?
This is the
We
new
have
one
a-
I got.
That's the new one.
Yeah.
There's only
Okay.
number 9.
So me ask Vanessa to give me number the agenda because this is all number 10.
Those all say 10.
That's like mine. Has 10.
So that's why we have 9 agenda items.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Even better. I might actually to do them again.
You want to?
Yeah, I was like, so you don't have to do them again. I already did the
Oh,
template earlier.
Got it.
Isidro,
No, you
we
can fix that.
received an
Okay.
application, 30-day notice from Gallego, but they never sent
I
anything.
just was trying to do
And then they
that.
called and they said that we need to put it for next month.
Okay, so let's consider that not even registered on the.
I don't think we have it on the agenda. It's on the agenda.
No. No.
I just need a new agenda because we have full agenda. That's why.
Okay, I don't have it on my agenda, so it's good.
Gallego withdraw, but we have.
Yeah, this is the one from the email, that's what it is.
Yeah.
This one I think is.
The new one. Okay.
So it's just taking out time.
Easy breezy.
Yeah. We're gonna give you this one, okay? Because there was a change in the agenda. No, no te apures, yo lo quito.
Oh, don't do that.
No, yeah, because that one, I think since they probably tried to submit it before.
Okay,
Mhm.
well, let me do it.
Yeah. Yo le digo, let me check.
So we only have 9.
So 9.
Okay. Picture notes.
You know,
Probably should write on these things.
potentially, no, we all have, he has the copy.
Oh, okay.
Those are for.
So it's 6:31 and it's time. We do have forum. Should we start or should we allow at least 5 more minutes?
I know, I see we have the 33rd precinct. I was just not sure if anyone's here for the 34th precinct. I think if not, we could give it like 1
Okay,
minute.
so let's wait a couple of minutes for 34.
Welcome, everyone. We're just giving everyone else a couple of minutes before we get started. Thank you for joining.
Mine might not be.
Ari, ¿tú vas a hacer la llamada ahora?
Sí, después. ¿Te hace falta algo?
Pues Isidro no. Oh, Isidro
Yeah, I
no.
presume.
Oh, okay.
He's on form then.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay,
We sorted that out before to make sure.
that's good.
We're good.
Yeah.
Vanessa, don't worry. We just cross out the number 10.
Yeah. Yo creo que
Just in
puedo-
case people come, you
Mhm.
know, the number 10.
I mean,
cross it out, all over. So,
Yes, I meant to, because they told me this afternoon.
Okay.
After already.
Okay.
Yeah.
no problem.
Okay, so it wasn't in charge, just
So we're
move
good.
to next month.
Yeah.
That's fine.
They were on last month's, weren't they?
I thought so, right?
Yeah, we keep pushing. Right.
I don't know why. I think that's everything. I thought I pressed the turn off the thing.
Oh, no, that wouldn't have been good.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't know. Last time I unplugged the owl and it was not the best idea.
That
Not the best. Yeah. I don't know what that-
Yeah, I make coffee at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, because today was the long day,
Yeah.
a lot of work. Oh my God.
Okay.
And meetings, I don't like to go to meetings. Consider I don't like to go to meetings because I'm getting it. I mean, if that a meeting is productive,
I think
to the meetings like that.
we have some more
a lot of those too.
Get
it. Yeah.
joining in. I think
I don't know,
Miguel,
that's
if
the
you
way
can
I
have them change the name so we know who it is.
Tell me what I need to know, because that thing you're saying, I know that.
Right. Yeah, I don't like meetings where nothing gets done during.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I understand why they made the meeting just to do the time and they don't want to do the work.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Then,
I'm surprised that Carl has not joined us and or Joel.
Yeah, they may
Oh,
be-
we have quorum, right?
yeah, we have quorum, but they may be running late. I
Yeah,
think we were trying to give the preset a bit more time, but I think,
if you want, we can start now.
yeah,
All right, let's start. So 6:36 p.m. on this Wednesday afternoon. Calling the licensing committee meeting to order. The city of Medina presiding with quorum. Let's go through the process of introducing the members first, starting with Simari.
good evening, everyone. Simari Hernandez. I'm the Assistant Chair of Licensing. I've been on the committee for a few years now. I look forward to hearing from you all and what you bring to the community.
Thank you, Simari. Followed by Robin,
Robin Cruz?
followed by Anthony,
Hi, everyone. Anthony Viola here. Joined the committee back in January. Great to meet you all and hear what you have to say.
thank you. Let's now introduce the 33rd precinct, Sergio Rodriguez.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Sergio Rodriguez here.
Okay. I don't see the 34th unless Michael Kelly is representing the 34th precinct. And if that's the case, Michael, please introduce yourself.
I don't think he's on the audio if it is.
Okay, very well. So let's proceed and also introduce someone that is representing the office of our Councilwoman Carmen de las Rosas' office, on behalf of Shamilia Sandoval. I do have someone named Mercedes Negrin. Mercedes, can you please introduce yourself to your committee?
Yeah, I'm promoting her to a panelist so that she can speak.
Thank you. We cannot hear you, Mercedes.
I'm you, Melissa.
Listen. Try now. We cannot still hear you.
Oh my.
Now we can.
There, we can there.
Hello, hi, my name is Mercedes Negrin. I'm here for Jamila Sandoval.
Oh, I'm
Welcome on board. And Mercedes, if you have any question, please feel free and raise your question once we open up the floor. If you have any specific question about any applicant.
Okay.
Next, let's move to district manager, Ebenezer.
Hi, this is Ebenezer Smith, District Manager, Community Board 12. Have a good meeting.
And Ebenezer, I understand that we are having translating services or not?
Yes, Soraya
Yes.
just logged in.
Yes,
Soraya,
I'm
please
here now.
introduce yourself and let our folks know that there will be direct translation or simultaneous translations. So please take your time.
Okay, good afternoon. I'm going to hang up on the phone, sorry. Buenas tardes, para los que necesiten interpretación en español, estamos disponibles. Por favor, cuando les toque su turno, levanten la mano. Gracias.
Thank you so much. I want to give a good shout out to Ebenezer Smith, the district manager. Most of us know that he's working by himself, and putting together the documents for licensing is not an easy task. So Ebenezer, I'm really proud of the work that you have done by yourself. I would expect nothing less from you because I know that you've been working really, really hard. But being there by yourself, you know, it's really hard. Anything that you will need from licensing to make those days, these days easier while we transition, please feel free and let us know.
Thank you.
Also, Simari, thank you so much for your help. I know that you'll be helping the staff members there. And again, anything that you feel that the licensing committee members can assist with, feel free and let us know as well.
Thank you to Ebenezer. Huge shout out to him.
Okay. On that note, let's proceed with agenda items. Simari, if you have time, please introduce number one.
Okay, so we're going with the first round of applicants for renewal on-premise liquor licenses. Applicant number one, Galicia Tapas LLC, doing business as Galicia Tapas, located at 575 West 207th Street at the corner of West 207th Street. Is there a representative present for the establishment?
Yes, hello. My name is
Hello.
Adrian Kahlo. I'm
Can you
representing
please, sorry, can you just please state your name again? I'm sorry.
Adrian Kahlo.
And what is your relation to the establishment?
So we're like a family run and operated business. I'm one of the sons. I work at the restaurant as well and help manage it.
Very
Thank you.
well. Thank you so much, Adrian. And before we proceed, let's settle some matters first, like who's going to write down the minutes.
Oh, we have a,
We got it.
yeah.
And who will that be?
Oh, it's gonna be me.
Oh, thank you so much, Simari. Thank you so much. Michael, welcome on board. So you submitted application for renewal for Galicia Tapas. You have submitted complete applications. The last time that the health department came for an inspection, you received an A. The last time that you came to community board back in November 23rd of 2021, there was no objection for the renewal. I see no issues with this particular agenda item. How long you been there, Adrian?
On the 10th of October, we did 4 years here. Obviously we, a lot of you know us from the past restaurant we had on 172nd. So that over there it was 172nd on Broadway. It was like almost 30 years, and now 4 on this new location.
Excellent. You've been a community mainstay for a long while, that I know. 30 years, wow, 34.
Yeah,
total.
yeah, before I was born. Yeah.
Wow.
What was the name of that establishment?
Galicia Restaurant.
Okay.
And Adrian, how many employees do you have there?
Currently we run with like a short staff, but we operate with 9 employees, and again, all of us in the family are, working here together. So with us and the employees.
So I don't see the president of 34th precinct, but I will let any committee members, residents to have any questions. Now will be the time.
I don't see any residents on the Zoom.
All right. On that note, I recommend that we go to straight vote. Seeing no objection, let's move forward.
Chair, how do you vote?
Yes.
I vote yes. Robin
Yes,
and Anthony?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 4 yeses, 0 no, 0 abstentions. The recommendation is that it passes, Chair.
Thank you so much, Simari. So Adrian, congratulations. The committee is going to recommend that this application be sent to SLA for an approval, and I'm sure you will get an approval. Congratulations. If there's anything that you feel the board can assist you with in the future, please feel free to reach us out. Until then, do have a good night.
Thank you guys very much. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Let's move to the next agenda item, please.
Our next set of applicants are for renewal of the restaurant wine license. Applicant number 2, Cafe Booney Broadway, Inc., doing business as Booney Coffee, located at 4961 Broadway, Unit A, between Isham and West 207th Street. Is there a representative present for the establishment? If so, please state your name and relation for the agenda or for the minutes. Sorry.
Hi, good evening. It's Serena Prabasi and Elias Goodwill. Both of us are the owners. We're on the line right now.
Welcome on board. Really great establishment. Very community oriented. They engage a lot in our community events. I see them everywhere. I passed by a couple of times. It's a great establishment that you would like to see more of this establishment, like Cafe Booney and their owners.
Thank you.
Sure. This is the Prairie 34 precinct. I do have one question about your health inspection. You received an A, and apparently there was some presence of live roach. How have you mitigated this issue?
So we have regular exterminator visits scheduled, and that's sort of aggressively addressing that problem. It's actually much less at the moment, under control.
Okay, how many employees do you have there?
About 10.
And you've been in business for about 4 or 6 years? How long? How long have you been in business, Serena?
We started in February 2019, so this February will be 5 years.
Very well. How's business there? Sabrina, how's business there?
Business is okay. We're after COVID now we're sort of coming back.
Very well.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry, the connection is a little difficult.
Not a problem. So 34 precinct is not present, but I'm going to open up the floor for committee members to see if they have any questions. Anthony.
Yeah, so thank you for explaining how you've started to mitigate some of the rodent issues and the other issues identified in the health inspection. Can you help me understand how you've mitigated some of the other issues that were identified, particularly around filth flies, keeping hot food items not above the right temperature, and then also not keeping non-food contact surfaces clean?
Yeah, we have now almost all of our staff have the food protection license. So they've all received the training so that they can do a good job. I think we had, like many restaurants, we had a time when we had change of staff and staffing, and was a little bit of changes and transition there. So now we have a team with, the proper training and the food protection license, and we're also really took that as a lesson, and we also do practice, sort of practice inspections ourselves and go through our checklist. So we've been doing that actually now in all of our locations as well.
Really great to hear. Do you know when your next inspection is?
No, usually they're unannounced.
Right. Okay. That's helpful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very well. If there are no further questions, I recommend that we go to straight vote. Saying none, Simari, please proceed.
Isidro, how do you vote?
Yes.
I vote yes. Robin?
Yes.
Anthony?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 4 yeses, 0 no's, 0 abstentions. The recommendation is it passes, Chair.
Thank you so much, Simari. So Sarina, congratulations. The committee is recommending to for the board to approve this renewal request. I'm sure the SLA would proceed with it. But if there's any way, shape, or form that the committee and all the community board can assist you, please feel free and reach us out. Until then, you have a good night. Take care.
Thank you very much. Have a good
Thank you.
night.
Good night. Let's proceed to the next one, please.
Next applicant, applicant number 3. Lupita Restaurant Corp., located at 3829 Broadway, between Fort Washington Avenue and West 160th Street. Is there a representative present for the establishment?
Oh, I'm so sorry for my dog. Yes, my name is Fabiola.
Fabiola,
And I'm
your last name, I'm sorry?
Ramales.
Romanes, thank you.
So I'm representing Lupita Restaurant.
Very well. Welcome on board. Fabiola, how long you been knowing Lupita Restaurant?
I've been knowing them almost my whole life because I'm their daughter.
So you're the representative and you're also the daughter, right?
Yes.
Very well. Welcome on board.
Thank you.
Committee, this is a complete application. However, the last time that they came to the board back on September 25th, 2018, there was an objection to renew the application because 1, they didn't submit all the documents, and 2, there were no representatives and or owner present. They also received a B on the last health inspection, which also included having the presence of live roaches. So on that note, Fabiola, what can you tell us about the inspection points that you got taken off on the last health inspection?
Fumigamos y también las neveras ya las arreglamos.
Okay, so that's my father right there. So we actually got someone to kill all the roaches, and we also fixed the refrigerator. So
Es lo que teníamos.
yeah, all the negatives we took care of.
You said that you hired someone. Was this someone that was licensed? Someone that was the licensed exterminator?
Yeah, licensed exterminator.
How long ago was this?
¿Hace cuánto tiempo fue esto?
Eso como hace como 6 meses.
6 months ago.
Okay. I'm going to open up the floor for committee members. But before I do that, I'd like to hear the opinion of 33rd Precinct. Sergeant Rodriguez, what's the opinion of 33rd Precinct?
Yes. Right now, so the 33 has nothing to report. No objections.
Thank you so much, Sergeant Rodriguez. So 33rd is noting that there's no objection. I'm going to open the floor for committee members. Committee members, any questions?
Yeah, that's a question now. So we don't have a question.
Saying none, let's proceed to a vote. Simari, please proceed.
Okay. Isidro, how do you vote?
Yes.
I vote yes. Robin?
Yes.
Leo?
I'm gonna abstain because I was
Okay, sorry. I just want to make sure.
Felicia.
No, this is Lupita. If you want to abstain too. You wanna
Yes.
abstain?
No,
Oh, no, yes, my bad. Carl?
Abstain.
Abstain. Anthony?
Yes.
Okay, So that is 5 yeses, 0 nos, 2 abstentions, Chair.
Can you please review that, Simari? You said 5. In
Yeah.
favor?
Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yeses,
Okay.
0 nos, 2 abstentions.
And
I have
yes, please
I have-
review the votes.
I have you, myself, Robin, and Joel and Anthony as yeses, and Leo and Carl as abstentions.
All right, very well. I didn't know that Joe was there. So
Hey,
This
Peter,
up-
how are you? We just got here.
Very well. Welcome.
Thank-
So this application passes. Fabiola, congratulations. Please make sure that you keep your staff active and
Thank you.
trained to make sure that these problems don't come back again and keep this restaurant safe.
Thank you.
Very
Yes,
well.
we will. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. You have a good night.
You
On
too.
that note, let's introduce those members that just came in, starting
Yes.
with Joel.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Joel Abreu. Pleasure to be here with you guys this evening. So, thank you.
Thank you, Joel. Followed by Leo.
Good evening, everyone. Leo Jimenez. Pleasure to be with everyone tonight.
Thank you, Leo. Followed by Carl.
Carl Nebu. Glad to be here tonight with you guys.
Thank you, Carl. So let's proceed with agenda item, please, Simari.
Okay, so we have our final renewal applicant number 4, El Nuevo Sabor Corp., located at 4032 10th Avenue between 214th and West 215th Street. Sorry. Is there a representative present for the establishment?
Yes, good evening, licensing committee, Miguel Acosta. How you guys doing tonight?
Hi, Miguel. So this is for the Prairie 34 prison that I'm here. This is again a complete application with all the requirements submitted to the board. The last time I came to the board, that was in November 26, 2019. There was no objection. Nothing much to report on this particular item. I myself don't have anything to say or ask. I think it's very straightforward, but I'm going to open up the floor for committee members to see if they have any questions. Seeing none, I recommend that we go to straight vote.
Isidro, I have a question.
Yes, please.
What is the method of operation? Miguel.
It's a full service restaurant. They cater mainly to, fast food, steam table, no entertainment, just background music, small space.
Okay,
It's a very small place and they close very early at 10 o'clock at night.
good. Thanks, Miguel.
On that note, let's go to straight vote.
Chair, how do you vote?
Yes.
I vote yes. Robin,
Yes.
Leo,
Yes.
Joel,
Yes.
Carl?
Yeah.
Anthony?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 7 yeses, 0 no, 0 abstentions, Chair, it passes.
Thank you so much, Nari. Let's proceed to the next one, please.
Okay. So our next applicant is for a corporate change. Applicant number 5, Caramba Corp., located at 1051 St. Nicholas Avenue between West 162nd Street and West 163rd Street. Is there a representative present for the establishment?
As a matter of fact, before we proceed, this is an incomplete application.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no representative, right?
No.
So let's go to a immediate vote in the matter.
A straight vote. Okay. Chair, how do you vote?
No.
I vote no. Robin,
No.
Leo,
No.
Joel,
No.
Carl,
No.
Anthony?
No.
So it's 0 yeses, 7 no's, 0 abstentions. Chair, it does not pass.
Thank you so much, Simari. And let's proceed to number 6, please.
So the next set of applicants are for new licenses of on-premise liquor license. Applicant number 6, La Cantina Heights NYC Corp., located at 4460 Broadway at the corner of Fairview Avenue. Is there a representative present for the establishment?
Yes, good evening. My name is Delacosta again, representing Latina Heights, NYC. I have also Angel Tejada, who's the person selling the business to Carlos Sanchez. So Mr. Sanchez is coming into an already established entity, currently being managed and operated by Angel Tejada, who's going to remain as the manager in the establishment.
Very well. Thank you so much, Miguel. So Angel Tejada is selling the business to Carlos Sanchez.
That is correct.
Is Carlos Sanchez joining us or not really?
He's unavailable because unfortunately he's out of the country and he was unable to get in to the meeting at the time. That's why Mr. Tejada is in now with us.
It would have been nice for him to come on board because I know that Angel has done an outstanding job there. And for a new owner coming to Washington Heights, perhaps, I mean, I particularly don't know who this person is. I don't know his experience. I don't know his commitment. And I know that Miguel, you do an outstanding job in representing your merchants, but again, it's really sad not to see the new owner coming in, perhaps not knowing the community. I highly would expect for them to show up to this type of meetings. And again, we have emergencies. I myself, I'm traveling, but guess what? I took time off out of a busy conference that, I had to be there, but because of the commitment that we all have, including the committee members, it's telling how the commitment level is. We are committed, our committee members are committed, and not to have the owner. I understand that there are emergencies, but when you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars in a business, not knowing how the community is going to react, I myself, I don't feel too well with this. But anyway, I see that you have your hand up.
Yes, Isidro, if I may, we've been in the past year to the community board with this same plan that I'm having an investor coming into the business. I'm not leaving the business. I will remain on board on the business as the manager. But unfortunately, since COVID, the business took a dip in sales and everything, and we need an investor to come in. So this person decided to come in, but it's going to be a new corporation. This is why we are applying for a new license. I will remain on board on the license. I will remain on board on the business as the manager. Nothing will change in the method of operation, my food menu, absolutely nothing. The size, the bar, nothing will be moved. Everything will remain the same.
Okay, that's good to hear, Angel.
Also, Mr. Carlos Alba Sanchez, we came on board. We came to the community board meeting last time. It's been over a year that we did this. But since the time expired with the SLA, you got to renew the application again, like every X amount of time. So so he has been here on the past. It's just to send again the community board notice so we could proceed with the license. I've been holding on to getting a partner. I wanted to hold on as much as I can, but I couldn't, So now the funds are needed, and this is where we at.
Well, thank you so much, Angel, and I'm glad that. So you're staying as manager, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Who's going to be managing the alcohol?
I'm sorry. Who's going to be managing the alcohol?
Yeah,
myself.
Same person now?
Yes,
okay.
Me as I've been.
Okay, that's great. Well, I'm a little bit more relaxed now.
Yeah, I've been there for 13 years already. And I'm looking forward to staying in the business as long as I can.
Very well. So looking forward to meeting Carlos Sanchez in the future.
Yes.
And I'm going to open the floor now because the 34 president is not present. But I'm going to open the floor now for committee members to see if they have any questions.
So
go ahead.
Also, he says nothing is changing. Whatever. So what changes exactly? Is there any aspect of this operation that is changing? I mean, if nothing is changing, so why is he here?
No, he's I'm sorry.
Robin, sorry. Let Angel answer the question, please.
Okay.
What would change in the business as far as operation? Nothing. Hours of operation, nothing. Food, nothing. Menu, nothing. Nothing will change in the business except that there will be a new president in the establishment. That's all that's gonna change. You know, unfortunately, as we all know, during COVID, a lot of companies mounted up a lot of debts and a lot of problems. So that's why we have an investors coming in. It's going to be a new corporation, a new president. I will remain in the business as a manager, as an active manager, and the person that oversees the day-to-day activities.
Very well. Rob, you want to add anything else?
No, that's it. No, I just want to, it's Joel Abreu. I just want to commend you. You've been there a long time, Miguel, not Miguel, excuse me, Angel. Commend you on what's going on there. You've run the place very well. I'm glad that you're bringing on an investor because I like to see that as an alternative instead of closing down or taking on debt. So congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Angel, as well. Again, I was a little bit hesitant at the beginning, but now that you clear up all this matter, I'm a little bit more like understanding.
Thank you. Thank you.
Isidro, I just have two questions.
Yes, go ahead, Anthony.
Angel, you said that it's going to be a new corporation. What's the name of the corporation that's buying you out?
La Cantina Heights Eatery Group. It's going to be same name. Nothing's going to change, but it's going to be, we are now called Angry Burger Corp, DBA La Cantina Heights. Now it's going to be La Cantina Heights Corp.
Okay. And this
Cantina
new person is taking 100% ownership of the corporation?
Yes.
Oh, it's 100?
100%. Okay. And the last question I have is, have you received in the last year or two any complaints from any tenants near the establishment for noise or anything to that effect?
Not to my knowledge. Approximately 4 years ago, there was my neighbor that lives directly on top, but that person and we spoke. She calls me everything, and everything has been fine. I believe I don't have any 311 calls in the precinct, so.
Well, we wouldn't know because they're not here, but thank you for answering the question.
Thank you so much, Anthony, for bringing those key and important questions as well.
Oh, and just to answer, just to piggyback on the person that just asked me the question about 34, my license was just renewed, what, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
We were before the community board about 2 months ago. There was no issue from the 34 precinct and from anybody.
Great.
Thank
you.
you so much, Andrew. On that note, I recommend I go to straight.
One more
I'm sorry.
question.
Anthony, Carl, go ahead, please.
He says he has this new person that is his collaborator. What is this person's record?
What is this person's record as far as running establishment? His family used to run a restaurant in the Dominican Republic in the Santiago area by the Monumento. He's also been my neighbor. He has a tattoo shop three stores down from me, which closed down. He's been in the business. Actually, he's been operating the business with me for quite some time now. He's been learning about the business, the ins and outs about the business.
And with respect to complaints and official proceedings concerning this kind of business, is there anything that we should know about?
Not to my knowledge. I mean, the 34 precinct was there when my license was renewed about 2 months ago, and all questions were answered. There were no complaints and no opposition from the 34 precinct. So I don't think there's anything that I don't think there's anything. Well, I know there's anything. If there would have been anything, the 34 precinct would have raised any concern and any opposition.
All right.
All right, seeing no further questions, let's proceed to the vote. Schematic, please proceed.
Okay. Isidro, how do you vote?
Yes.
I vote yes. Robin?
Yes.
Leo?
Yes.
Joel?
Yes.
Carl?
Yeah.
Anthony?
Yes.
So 7 yeses, 0 no, 0 abstentions, Chair. The recommendation is yes.
Thank you so much, Simari.
Thank you.
So, Angel, once again, congrats. Hoping to meet Carlos sometime in the future.
Yes.
That corner there is actually important because the new development that are going to come in the area. So I hope that as the new residents come on board, that they will take advantage of everything that you have to offer along with Carlos.
Thank you. Looking forward to that too as well. Thank you, Isidro.
Very well. You have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Let's proceed to the next one, please.
Yeah. So agenda item number 7 was a withdrawal prior to the meeting. That was Gran Luna Restaurant. So that was withdrawn. So we'll continue on to our next round of new applicants for restaurant wine and temporary retail permits. Agenda item number 8, Paladar and Grill Corp. Located at 1534 St. Nicholas Avenue at the corner of West 187th Street. I just wanted to flag this one for you, Chair, as well. This one didn't have a questionnaire when I reviewed it.
Correct.
Is there a representative present for the establishment?
So there are no representatives and owner present. The application is incomplete. I request that we move to table. Saying no, let's do that.
Chair, how do you vote?
No.
No, or see, sorry. I vote no. Robin?
No.
Leo?
No.
Joel?
No.
Carl?
Very briefly, was the questionnaire included in the package?
No.
No.
That's
I mean, the one that was sent to them.
no. Oh, no, it's definitely.
It was sent to them.
Okay, all right, then no. then
No. Okay. Anthony?
No.
That is zero yeses, 7 no's, 0 abstentions. The vote is recommendation is a no.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Yes.
So let's move to our last agenda item, please.
Okay, so our last agenda item number 9, Cinco Ocho Wine Room Court, located at 3775 10th Avenue, Unit 4, between West 202nd and West 203rd Street. Is there a representative present for the establishment?
Yes, Miguel Acosta once again here on behalf of Cinco Ocho Wine Room. Should have Ariel Vasquez and manager also on board. Confirm.
Ariel, plus?
Good evening, Ariel Vasquez here. Good evening.
So Ariel Vasquez is one of the owner.
Yes,
Correct.
he is the owner, and he has his manager, Roberto. He also, Roberto is also manager of Tu Casa on Sherman Avenue.
What's Roberto's last name?
Urena.
Urena. And you were going to say something about Roberto Miguel. What is his?
His position is going to be management. So basically, he was retained by Ariel due to his experience in the industry and in the neighborhood for proper training and basically method of operations and employee training and things like that. So Mr. Ureña has been in the neighborhood for a few years now in the restaurant industry.
Can you tell us which restaurant he has worked on and for how long?
Yes, I'm working on Cocina Taller, season 2016 till 2021. After that, I'm working on Casa Tuya. Also, I'm a consultant. I'm a consultant Tanque Trattoria Bar.
Okay, for Casa Tuya, what was the position that you held there and for how long you were working there?
I'm a consultant and designer guy helping structuration for the business and giving strategies to doing good service, bringing people to training the customer service, the employees, making some change on the menu with the chef. I bring the chef to Casa Tuya to get in the menu. It's I involved in everything in the restaurant. I got a real manager, marketing and everything.
Have you been trained properly in alcohol handling?
Yes.
Have you been licensed?
No.
So who's going to be the bartender who has to be properly trained and licensed?
Well, we're gonna have a people sommelier, called Martino Rosato is an Italian guy. I bring it here to work with me.
Okay. Miguel, can you help me out on the address? This is the 3775 10th Avenue. Is that where Luxor sits?
Well, it's down the block, yeah. So I don't know if you recall, there was a small little store, a clothing store in El Mundo, with the old El Mundo. And that location used to be owned by famous tailor. And,
okay, so it's not going to sit where Luxor sits.
No, it's in the middle of the block.
In the middle of the block. So it's going to be sandwiched between Luxor and Brasil, maybe?
That is correct.
Okay. Obviously, the 34th is not present. They did submit a complete application, which consists of a questionnaire. The public notice was posted, the floor plan, and a menu. Question, Miguel. So this is the second floor. How have you managed for this area to be fully compliant with ADA codes?
Well, the building is installing an electronic, basically like a portable electronic device that allows handicap accessibility to go up to the mezzanine. And there's also an area on the first floor that doesn't require stairs.
So this,
That's also gonna be,
I'm sorry, so this will have a first and second floor.
that is correct. So yes, it's like a first floor, which is the little area, and then it has the mezzanine area.
So I see that the first floor actually has the accessible restroom there. The question that I have is, how many steps do you have to climb to go on the first floor on the main entrance?
Roberto, do you know how many steps?
It's gonna be around 10 step, 9.
So that is to reach the first floor, correct?
No, the mezzanine. The first floor doesn't have a stage. It's a ground floor step in.
So the first floor doesn't have any steps.
No, that's correct. So
No.
you walk in, you have the first floor, and then if you want to go up to the mezzanine area, then basically that's when you got to go up the steps.
Now, I know that Lexer and committee members, right after the meeting, we should have a discussion about some of the steps that we have required some merchants. I noted that they're not in compliance, most of them, and we can go to the specifics once we finish up this meeting, and maybe we can have a further discussion later on how to go about to some of the merchants that are not executing our steps. Because I know that Luxor got the license, but I don't recall them having any electric stairs to bring the clients upstairs. And that is one building that we will have to inspect because they have indicated that they will make this accessible. So in the future, we gotta be more vigilant.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Isidro. From my information that I've received, it's basically the person that's handling the building has a master lease, and that person is responsible for installing these devices.
Yeah.
And there's some regulations that they got to go through the building department. And,
yeah, I understand that. You're right,
so-
because the person holding the master lease is the one that was supposed to take care of this, but we need to review this matter later on.
And just to see, just to piggyback on that, I think it would also be like an economic burden on like, so at least we could discuss this later, on how, if we implement this, but we'll talk about this after the meeting.
How long did they sign the lease for?
This lease was just issued now, and it's fairly new. I'll give you, it expires in 2027.
2027, that's like 3 years. That's wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's a 4-year lease.
That's not too much of a long time for you to recoup your investment.
Yeah, no, it's with an option. So basically, the majority of these leases agree to a small term, which sometimes it's a little bit more beneficial for the tenant because they don't have that full responsibility of obtaining a 10-year lease. And let's say business doesn't go well, and you're still responsible for the entire 10-year term if you don't sign the proper clauses, on the lease and guarantee.
Very well. I respect your comment that, this is a very, huge burden on the merchant. But anyway, let me review the specifics. The space has capacity of 74. They're going to be working with 6 employees. The number of chairs and tables is 9 to 12 ratio. There will be 3 bar stools. Hours of operations is going to be, I'm sure, a lounge. 2 p.m. to 4 a.m. daily basis. That is the request. They're going to have only recorded music. And what type of food, Miguel, will you be serving?
It's actually Latin American. I wanted also to correct the hours. It's going to be till 2 a.m. My assistant had put till 4, but then yeah.
Good.
So all across the board, it's till 2 a.m.
And Miguel, what kind of food is this? I'm sorry.
It's Latin American. Or you have some salads, you have some sandwiches and things like that, some desserts.
More like snacks.
Mainly snacks because they don't have a full kitchen.
Okay.
So basically it's just snacks.
All right, this is
So this is supposed to be just a wine bar, in my understanding.
Yeah, that's correct. It's a wine bar, but they're going to be offering food as required by the liquor authority.
all right. So the 34 person is not present. Are there any other question, committee members?
So you mentioned that you're gonna have a wine expert, a sommelier.
Yes.
Oh, that's great because once Pop and Pour shut down, we didn't have any wine places. Yeah, in Portugal and Dykeman, we don't have any wine kind of wine focused areas. So it's good to hear that there's
And it brings a
some
change.
wine.
It brings a change to an area that's predominantly nightclubs. I think a wine bar kind of brings a different feel to the area. So I kind of like the idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yes, that's the idea. That's the idea we have. We will do the search. I talked to Ariel about that, to make that decision, right? Because the community needed space safely and, something when people can enjoy.
Very well. On that note, if there are no objections, I recommend that we go to straight vote. Saying none, Simari, please proceed.
Pedro, how do you vote?
Yes.
I vote yes. Robin?
Yes.
Theo?
Yes.
Joel?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes.
Anthony?
Yes.
7 yeses, 0 no's, 0 abstentions. Chair, the recommendation is that it passes.
Thank you so much, Simari. Congratulations once again to you, Miguel, and also to Ariel and the manager. You're going to do well. And again, anything that we can do to support small businesses, we're here. So
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
So committee members, I'm sure you have gone to a lot of places. And again, this is on the new business, but later on we can tackle this issue once again. And I noted that, we have requested steps as basic as posting the good neighbor sign, as complicated as building a no double parking sign. And obviously, if I see maybe 10% of our merchants posting the good neighbor sign, it's a lot. Like I hardly see the good neighbor sign posted like anywhere. Furthermore, there are other steps that we cannot visually check right away, but we don't know if we are being taken for a ride. So I'm proposing that maybe for next year, starting next year, that every single applicant that comes to the board has to have a minimum of two steps. One will be the good neighbor sign, and another will be a phone number, right? Just to mitigate some issue that will might come by, and there'll be no need for them to be calling the police or 311 and so on, right? And that way it will serve us as a guide. I see you. And it will serve as a guide to make sure that, our merchants are taking us seriously, because I think that we have been taken for a ride by some of our merchants, and we got to make sure that we filter them out and make sure that, they comply with what they have promised to do. And most of them are not doing that. But Joy, I see your hand.
Isaiah, clarification, Cedro. Are we going to require that with the questionnaire and the picture of The notification to the community prior to the meeting, or is that?
We should.
Is
For
that what you're
renewals.
saying?
Yeah, for renewal.
So when they submit everything, they should also submit a picture of the good neighbor sign and their phone number?
Yeah, what do you think? I mean, this is something that I'm proposing. I
Okay.
need to have your
That's a good
feedback.
idea. That's a good idea, yeah.
Because chances are they're not gonna take it down after they
That
put
way
it
we
up.
can see the picture of the or the established. Same way we have what's the good.
The notifications.
The notifications, yeah, public notice, yep.
Yeah, because chances are they're not gonna bring it down after they put it up.
Yeah.
And you know, I think it'll be easier for us to like check, okay, I don't see a good neighbor sign. Okay, so I don't see a phone number. Like 2 or 3 steps that we can always check, that'll be easy for us to identify.
And see that we can set as incomplete application, even though they don't have that, on board.
Well, we have to make sure that we agree on that. And then I gotta bring it to executive committee and let them know that this will be new requirements.
Yes.
And then the executive committee will have to, I think, agree to that. And then will come a policy of the community board. But I need to have your understanding. I need to have, your input to make sure that.
I agree. As long as they know that while they're applying for that's a recommendation, because I don't want them to forget and us deny them. But we have to make that explicit, like, hey, you need this in order to create the application.
Yeah. It's either a quick question is, I know that after we have these meetings, usually the next time we hear anything about if they followed any stipulations, mostly the sound limiter is at the general board meeting. Is there any way that we can team up between a few of us and go to, after the meetings, actually go to the business and see if it's actually there, kind of an enforcement between us? I know that in the past, that you and Angel have done it. Robin, I believe, had joined you in the past, and Simari maybe too. But maybe we could be up the list and split between 2 or 3. If you live nearby, you could just stop by after the meeting. So if you request it as a stip, I'll stop by next week on Tuesday randomly just to check if it's there. I know it's more work.
No, we should do that because
to follow
a lot of merchants they like you said, they see us like what's going on. They just come here and say something, then they don't do it. Yeah.
I know for a fact that taking us for a ride. I can name at least 5 places that have taken us for a ride, but I don't want to put any more strains on the committee members because we're volunteers. But how we think that we could fix some problems, I'm all for it.
We could potentially make a list of the steps. We don't give everybody steps. We usually give it to the new merchants, people applying for the new licenses. So make a list of a few, most of us live in the neighborhood, around the neighborhood. Yeah. So if something is close to me, I'll say close to the neighborhood, I could stop by. Put an eye the week after.
I think regular like visits. I don't think we should make this like a thing, like we go in enforcement. But I think that we should go and regularly visits are not that we don't already, but I think that if we do see that some things are being violated, we should definitely bring it to the board. Yeah, right.
Yeah, because prior to the general board meeting, we catch something that we can say, we want you to switch the vote for it.
Yeah, let's think about some strategies about how we can enforce certain things. And again, we are volunteers. Putting more time, it's not required. It's not an obligation. Let's think about creative ways on how we can improve on the things that we request and they're not committed on. So let's think about it. And maybe we can start that in January. We can give out warnings to everyone. We can, announce it in the regular meetings, the license committee meetings, so we can educate our merchants. But let's figure something out because I know that I tell you, like less than 10% of our merchants have posted a good neighbor sign, and it's critical. It's critical.
Chair, you have a question.
I'm allowed to ask it.
Yeah.
Like this is an example, but today the Second Avenue construction started working. So then you'll know is that everything's changing, but within a day, literally you work right by there and it's like the emissions are horrible, right? So you come on the west side and you come over maybe 5 blocks and you feel like you're in a new environment. So we'll know that the example, not necessarily in our neighborhood, but on 23rd Street, there's a stovepipe that was close to 3 months and it's unbearable to live there. So as far as the businesses are concerned, want to be respected within the community as far as licensing. How can a business come to you now if they have a stovepipe in front of their business now? It's like, hey, listen, no, you didn't want to come. No. And then how do I go about that as far as the business? I just signed a lease, $100,000 to put my business here. Now there's a stovepipe that's putting that wasn't a part of the deal when I signed my lease. It's not necessarily the building, it's the environment that's around the building that is now jeopardizing the actual entity of a business that's not going to be functional because nobody's going to want to go there to then be eating outside to have admissions being blown on it. So how can the licensing meeting then step forward and say, hey, we're protecting our businesses, but now we're going to have to penetrate an area that's like kind of, I put bunny ears, but very sensitive to talk about because these admissions are affecting people. And then to be like, well, what is it? Like my mom, it's just inappropriate. It affects our health, but now it's a business issue. Okay, not only did I sign a lease, I'm locked into this area, my business plan now, but it's like, things happen. Like a hurricane can happen, natural things can happen, but this is something that's more than a natural thing that's happening. It's actually an implementation of something that our government is doing. So how can we now challenge the checks and balances of, hey, if you're gonna be doing this, we gotta protect the businesses, but then with themselves, we're hurting ourselves. How can we get to this without something that nobody wants to do?
Let's, committee members, let's think about this, because we don't want to hurt our businesses, but we also don't want to be taken for a ride. So let's think about a balanced way of implementing some rules that can be observed and respected, because we really have to take care and make sure that we protect our residents. And if we can mitigate the problem of having business being reported with noise complaints, and that can be rectified at the level that we can, so then let's proceed with that. But in the meantime, think about it, and then let's discuss this as a new all business for the next meeting. Will that be okay?
Could I just say, since many,
Yes, Anthony,
if
go
we
ahead.
have a consensus on the committee, shouldn't we just move at least for that first part of it, which is vote on requiring businesses to submit a photograph of them posting a good neighbor sign and the phone number. So this way we can implement it for January, because I think if we wait till December, especially with the holidays, by the January meeting,
Yeah,
we may not be able to implement
the
it by
thing
then.
is, Anthony, that when the new businesses come in January, right?
Yeah.
They might not have that as steps before, and they have to come as steps before they come to our committee. So those steps are going to be required when they come in January, meaning that every single person that comes after January 1st, they will be asked through stipulations that they have to have that. But since they were not asked that before and they come for renewal, let's say, they are not obligated to have the good neighbor sign, because we don't even know if that was a step or not. You understand?
Yeah. Well, do we have consensus of requiring as a required stipulation starting next year? I just feel like I'd rather not wait on it.
And also I think that he should should bring it up to the executive committee
before we vote.
Yeah, before we vote, and they can have a discussion, and then the chair will come back to us, and then we can discuss. And
I think you have to be the reverse. I have to have consensus from the committee, so then I can ask the executive committee members for them to agree on those on that consensus.
Oh, we agree on that. So we have consensus.
Okay. All right.
Evidence of the first two. Yeah.
So let's
right.
take a formal vote, because I know Jim Berlin, and if we don't vote, it's
Yeah,
not
let's
going before
vote.
the committee. So
Yeah.
I move to require, starting January 2024, all licenses have the stipulation of a good neighbor sign and a manager's phone number.
All in favor?
All right.
Yeah, I think
If
unanimous.
there's not anybody opposed?
I think unanimously, yeah.
Unanimous.
Yeah.
No opposition.
No no's. Okay, great.
So, can we? I just want some I just want notification for them. That's my only concern. Is they apply for this, and this public notice has obviously been a routine thing for them, and they get denied because of this.
But
no, it's a stipulation, not a requirement for the application.
Okay, it's a stipulation.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so yes, no opposition.
And I think that, thinking about it, and thank you so much, Anthony. We actually don't need. We will need the board's approval for them to send us a picture, but the steps, the executive doesn't have to agree with it. The steps that we have, but what they have to agree is that it will be a requirement for them to later on submit other proof.
Yeah.
That's why I was, that's why I was a little bit contentious because I feel like we add steps all the time, to whatever application. But now to become a requirement is gonna be an adaptation period that we all have to realize, especially businesses that have been doing this for a while. And I think that before we vote on a requirement, I think we have to have a discussion to these business owners. Hey, listen, this is an upcoming requirement. Hey, get on board with it.
So I'm sorry. So that's going to be discussed when we meet in January to every single applicant. We're going to detail that these are going to be required so that the next time that they come around, they have to submit that proof. So they will have plenty of time.
Yeah. Usually right before they come and submit it, they get emails from the office. So we can let the office know, hey, this is part of the new first on January rules. We'll also be light for the first few months. We're not gonna hold everybody by the neck.
And also understand that the renewals are every 2 years. So we're going to look at resolutions that were passed on 2024. So we actually will see 2026 as requirements. So this is a long period. There are people that come in, let's say for corporate change of operations, that the license might have been renewed, and they will come like in 3 months to do a corporate change. So on that end, yes, they will be required, but they will be warned and they will be advised how to proceed. All right. On that note.
So just a clarification, what we voted for was for steps, not requirements.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thanks. That's it. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Yeah.
Second.
Okay. Guys, have a good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Record time.
That's pretty good.